The next point that we will cover is features of cooperatives. Now, we are still at the private company. You can go back to your slide about all the examples of private sector firms. We are still at the private sector firms. And you will say a cooperative is a firm that is formed by a group of individuals with the same goals and the same interest in mind. So if somebody asks you what is a cooperative, you could offer that as an answer. It is owned and it is controlled by its members. And the profits and the benefits and the losses are also shared by all these members. All members have the same vote. It doesn't matter how many shares you have in this business. And the members work together by using all their different skills to achieve a common interest. So you can easily, if you look at these 4 points, you can easily explain the meaning of a cooperative in 4 points to an examiner. Okay, we look at types of cooperatives. This is a most common one that you get is a worker cooperative. They sometimes call it a producer cooperative. And this is where a lot of producers who have different skills come together and form this cooperative. Now, if we have a lot of people in one area that work on leather products, but the one do bags and the one do the refining of the leather, the other do the coloring of the leather, the other do leather shoes, and so forth. Then they can all come together and they can form a cooperative. And that will bring them lots of benefits. We will look at that at the end. Because then their cooperative will be the producer of quality leather products. And every producer work then together in helping to achieve that aim. Then there's a consumer cooperative. Now, a consumer cooperative is very relevant. They say in our situation, they say they buy quality goods in bulk for their members at a good price. Now, you will sometimes see against the small corner shops that they have a big board on that say Central. It don't mean it is a Central business. The only thing is all of them are a member of Centra. And what Centra do for them, they purchase all their stock for them. So what they can do is they look for the cheapest sugar and the cheapest oil and the cheapest, say, Kellogg's, which they can get on the market. And then they import it in bulk and they divide it between all the shops that are a member of them. So the benefit of belonging to a consumer cooperative, if you are a corner shop, is that you don't have to concentrate on the purchase of the stock. They buy the stock, they store the stock, and when you ask for it, they deliver it to you. So you as a business get the benefit of bulk buying. And bulk buying means you buy a lot at one time, say a truck full of sugar, and then you get it at a discount. But much cheaper than somebody that buys 2 bags or 2 boxes of sugar. Okay, so that is why small shops belong to consumer cooperatives like Centra, for example. Centra will not only buy everything for you and transport it for you, they will also do the marketing for your products. So that is benefits that you pay for if you become a member of such a consumer cooperative. Then the last one is an agricultural cooperative. This is like Agra in our country. This type of business is that you become a member of that. And the more you buy from them, the more dividends you will receive at the end. So they encourage you to buy and make use of their services and their products they offer. And the more you make use of it, the more dividends you will get at the end. So if there's any profits, which is normally the case, they will divide it according to how much you have purchased and use of this business during the year. Here you can also look at good points about a cooperative. You can sit and talk to your friends about this in a group and see if you see any advantages and disadvantages for a cooperative. And I have mentioned for you most of the examples. You can just write them down, that you can have an example of a producer and a consumer and agricultural cooperative. There are more cooperatives, but we just cover this at the moment. The advantages is that I have 4 advantages for cooperative. They are owned and controlled by their members, so there's not other people involved. This is people that have the same interests. This is a democratic business type, because everyone just have one vote. And then you remember everyone, I didn't mention this, but everyone has limited liability also. The cooperative is responsible for their own debts. Okay, the last point of advantages of a cooperative is that the profits are distributed in a portion to how much you have used of their service, or the surpluses are divided and distributed in shares and cash. This is a benefit from the point that I could be on my own and a sole trader, producing my own shoes, leather shoes, but now I'm part of a cooperative and we share in purchasing leather and distributing it to the clients, marketing it, just have one office with one secretary. So we share the cost in all of this and pay only one building where we produce everything. So there will be more profits, and we share the responsibilities when it comes to the management. Okay, then the disadvantages of a cooperative. It requires long decision making on how you will organize your cooperative. Members must participate for success. So if you have one member that is just a member and he doesn't really contribute and he is not working efficiently, it will affect the whole cooperative's profits. It requires very good bookkeeping, that you make sure every member of this cooperative is treated fairly and get his fair share. And there are often, as I've said, there are often problems between the members that manage the cooperative. I assume not as many problems as in a close cooperation or a partnership, because here definitely they have come together because they have one aim in mind. Okay, the homework that I have for you is define a cooperative. That can be, as I've said, 4 marks, but I have 3 here. So discuss why it is better to change from a partnership to a close cooperation. So you must have your knowledge about a partnership of the previous lesson and take the knowledge of close cooperations and look at why it is better for you to rather be in a close cooperation. And then name and explain the 3 types of cooperatives that we have discussed. So you name them and you explain. And it's always good to give an example that you know what you are talking about. Okay, and then I have here exam questions. What is the benefits of becoming part of a farmer cooperative? For us, the farmer cooperatives is also like, in a case of a farmer cooperative, you can be part of this cooperative and they can buy on your behalf fertilizers and seeds, and also get the benefit of buying it in bulk, so you get it cheaper, and they can also help you with the marketing of your final products, say like your maize that you have distribute, or your mango that you want to distribute to the market. And then the features of a CC, they say explain it to your friend. They don't know what a CC is. Okay, that is 6 marks. And that is all for today. So remember, we are still busy with the private sector. We have done CCs and we have done cooperatives.